Welcome back to Indian Trace. What you're looking at is a wicked small group. Now, it's a large group in terms of points, and it's going to be fun today. Winter time, and I went out to Mecca. I did find a good handful of artifacts, but nothing like the stellar quality of this. Now, if I run my hand over this, they disappear. I could group this thing together and hold them in the palm of my hand. That's how small they are. I mean, here's a penny. Just a penny. And many of these are even smaller than a penny. And we're just going to go through these and set them up and take a look at them with this lighting, if it'll serve us today. And over 4 years or so, just about 4 years of intelligently collecting, these are the best, smallest ones I found. And now, today, understanding how this quartz crystal is crafted better than I ever have, these small ones become more exceptional. And those of you guys who work this and who understand can see this stuff and know that. So I'm going to set this penny right over here, and I'm going to just set them out. We're going to check these out. Like I said, it was just blowing wind today. Couldn't record any of the finds that I found, but they weren't crazy outstanding, which I feel that a lot of these are if you look at them. I mean, under an inch. Take a look at some of this stuff. This one was found at Crosslands. I don't know how well my focus is working. And I'm conscious of my time just to keep it moving forward here on Indian Trace and give you guys who don't get to see the quartz that often or who really appreciate it a look at stuff that's even smaller than yesterday. Yesterday was just about an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter. Today is pretty much all under an inch to an inch, exactly. Just my smallest stuff. Vein quartz. And this one I've really looked at. It's worked off the back. It's got just the slightest bit of notching on it. They could have taken a point. That was a tip that broke off and made it. But I've really thought the way it's worked off the back that that's just a full point. Serrated no matter what. Just a stellar thing. So a lot of these points I'll let just talk for themselves and show you the smallest quartz that I have, knowing now for sure that it's not found a whole lot all over the country. And I know that there's a lot of guys who enjoy watching this all over the country, and if not, I mean, you don't have to watch these display videos, but I know some really enjoy it. This is a smoky quartz point found at the Archaic. I usually don't forget where I find them. Pretty straightforward stuff. I don't know if my focus, I have a certain distance where my focus works real good. You guys are probably familiar with that. Just the hardness scale of this quartz crystal and just their workmanship on it is just fantastic to me. And I'm just going to go through it just like a bowl of points. No doubt that that was a fun video for me, and I knew it would work as a format to share some of these. Found that at B&B Field over in Site 5 where I was today, as a matter of fact. Just great stuff. Here's another fantastic triangle. South side I found this. It is work right off the back there. To give an opportunity, like if you were here, you could just pick them up and handle the collection, but since you're not, this gives you an opportunity to sort of be able to handle it and check them out. Some of these you'll be only the second pair of eyes to ever see this stuff in thousands of years, It's just worth our making an effort to share it. Look at this, opening sands. Site 5, where I was today, but this section of it is just under peanuts. They either went too late and they're going to be plowed back under or what, I don't know, with all this rain, how it affects the crop sometimes. Just the workmanship of this stuff in quartz. Notice my finger increments and how small this stuff actually is. For every single section of my fingers, it's just about an inch. Most grown men or what have you, that's the way it is. Recently found this in Notchville. It's got some Cortex on the back, which I like. I'm trying to keep that distance. That seems to be ideal where I can... Alright, I gotta move along. I'm looking at my time. Look at this stuff, guys. I don't want to go too fast. I want to give you an opportunity, and I guess you could pause it. That is pretty much see-through. Veined quartz, found at Saponi. Nice point. So, I mean, this is great stuff to find, the little stuff, because, I mean, it fits perfect in a place that I have and doesn't take up too much room. Look at this, found at Crosslands. Really unique, hard as can be. Oh, my focus. There you go. Triangle. It is worked off the back. And ground. I'm doing my best to give a good look, and you guys have been good and said, you know, you gave a really great look and the filming's going good, so I'm sort of watching my time because I know this will, my memory and how much time I have left on my camera. So I'm going pretty much biggest to smallest. That was a nice Yadkin. This I found, and the little ones I've liked particularly, just for certain reasons. You'll see they're not all just incredibly perfect, but they're all really great display quality little quartz tips. Like, I know I didn't film that when I found it. Half of these I didn't. I mean, look at this thing. Smoky quartz. Found that at the Archaic. That's a nice point. Found this over in Site 5E. I don't know if my focus is working as good as I want it to, but we have natural light in here, so I'm just going to take a chance and keep moving forward with this video as best I can. To be honest with you, if you guys didn't see this, nobody would. I would. I'd enjoy it. This was a great piece from North Gill. I mean, look at this material and workmanship. Nice piece, huh? Piece from Saponi. You can see my fingers through it, you know. I mean, translucent as can be. Making it, no, that's a whole nother beautiful thought if you think about it. Making things that are absolutely this small. Now you can see they're all an inch. I mean, they had to work these things. Now most of these that you see, now you're going to see some arrowheads that are for bow. Maybe about 4 or 5 of them in here, but the rest really are for atlatl darts. Nice point here. Going biggest to smallest. This was fun. I found this at Beaver Point a long time ago, about 3 years ago. Now I say a long time ago because I've been only collecting, for those of you who are just tuning in, about 4 years. And just some fun stuff in 4 years. I like that point. Here's a little chunky point I found at Saponi. I'm hurrying up just a little with those because I'm watching my time too, and it's just ticking away. I can't stand the thought that this thing will just cut off before I get done showing all these great little inch or less. I mean, look at this. Cascades. You kidding me, right? I'll save those. And this one. I mean, look at how small this is. Workmanship is complete, though. This was from the Archaic. Wasn't even sure it was a point until I really looked at it. When you do, you can be pretty sure it is. You can be pretty sure that is. Now, I want you to see something here in this group. Those are for bow and arrow. I'm pretty sure. Now this could be an atlatl. It's hard to tell. We have our theories, but that's a great little group right there. These are small. I mean, look at the workmanship on this thing. I don't think I can hold it and get the focus in there. You know how small that is, though. All of these. I mean, look at my finger right here. Size of my fingernail. Go on. Well, before this cuts off, I've got to get the finishing piece here, which would be this one. I know my buddy Rob loves this piece. Hardaway. A lot of you guys like this Hardaway. You can see through it, as you can imagine. And without further ado, I just want to thank you for tuning in to Indian Trace. I think it's been a good show of this stuff. I mean, look at this. Are you kidding me? And that's small. It's hard to tell on the camera angle, but that's the penny right there. And they're all that size. Just craziness, right? From just a small handful, I don't find a whole lot of bow, triangles, to atlatl dart tips of all varieties. Whew. As always, thanks for hanging out and tuning into Indian Trace. All I can say is I hope you find out there. Stay warm.